The following program is brought to you by the Ohio Historical Society, preserving history since 1885. To learn more, visit them at ohiohistory.org. And by American Retrospects, dedicated to artistically commemorating unforgettable people, places, and events. And by WBGU TV, Bowling Green State University.
It all started in a Columbus, Ohio basement in 1955 when a classic American dream warrior by the name of John H. McConnell decided to go out on his own with an attitude that he would not fail under any circumstances and a willingness to do whatever it took to get the job done. We are about to take a journey through it all, as told by Mr. Mack himself.
I was born and raised in a little town called Pewtown. After I left, they changed the name. It's now called New Manchester, but about 90 people in the northern tip of West Virginia. Most of the people in Pewtown worked in the steel mill. And that was my ambition when I got out of high school. And I did. My father worked in there. All my uncles worked in the steel mill, my cousins, everybody in the family worked in the steel mill. We lived, I guess you'd call it a duplex. It was a two-family house. The people on the other side of the house, Mr. Woodmore was his name, was a rural mail carrier. Everybody loved him that knew him. The farmers all loved him, everybody that knew him. He's just a great person. Had more influence on me than anybody else, even my father, because of the way he lived and his beliefs. Well, I've had a lot of jobs. I started working when I was 10 years old. I'd hoe corn for farmers for 10 cents an hour. My first real job where I was getting a check for the State Road Commission in the wintertime in high school. Anytime it snowed, they'd send the cinder trucks out on the roads, you know. So I'd work all night throwing cinders, and if I remember, we paid 40 cents an hour.
In 1954, McConnell moved to Columbus, Ohio, and began selling on straight commission. There, the idea that became Worthington Industries was born.
They gave me a choice. I could have Cleveland territory to sell or Columbus, which meant Columbus and southern Ohio, which we weren't doing any business. And I took that, and pretty soon this was their leading territory. And I decided there's a lot of business down here. So, and I was on straight commission then. And if I didn't sell, I didn't make anything. But I was making pretty good money, and I decided if I worked this hard for myself, I'd really make money. And I decided to go on my own.
Throughout its history, Worthington has consistently posted incredible numbers while maintaining one of the best employee relations records of any manufacturing company in the U.S. Founded on principles far ahead of the time, Worthington has proven that good business and good ethics go hand in hand.
In 1966, we put in some programs that everybody said we'd go broke. Number one, I put all employees on salary, plant people, everybody. If they're off sick, they're paid. Guys working the plant. And we also put in with that profit sharing. And that hasn't been changed till this day, except they pay it differently now, more often. But it's the same percentage of the profit goes to employees. That started in 1966 and still going. People are the most important asset that we have. You spend millions of dollars a year to keep your machines running. Why not spend money to keep your employees well and happy? So that's our philosophy, that people are the most important asset, number one. Treat them that way. Share your profits with them. Treat them like human beings. And you'll succeed. It's that simple. A lot of people don't believe that, but it's true.
when you visit Worthington Industries' world headquarters on Old Wilson Bridge Road in Columbus. The building you see clearly speaks success. But once inside, you can feel it in the unique way people walk and talk. There is a sense of pride and ownership that brings everyone together in a special way. But the one thing that seems to say it all is a replica of Mr. Mack's 1952 Oldsmobile that sits quietly in the main lobby. If there was ever a symbol of what a dream warrior is willing to do, this is it.